The clip you're about to see is part of a presentation made by Frank Turek, who seems like a nice enough fellow. But the reason I'm using this clip is because in it his description of the supernatural seems to be a commonly held opinion amongst theists.
So if it's not something inside of nature, because nature itself was created at the Big Bang, it must be something outside of nature. So if it's not a natural cause that caused it, it must be a supernatural cause.
So, did you guys spot the problem? Yeah, me neither. It seems perfectly reasonable to me. In fact, I used to dread when theists brought this up because I have no idea how to answer it. So I just gave up. And I started looking into this line of reasoning a little more seriously. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I actually got a doctor to get on Skype with me and talk to me about how this line of theological thinking is finding its way into the practical applications of science and having a real effect on the scientific community. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to record it and upload it to YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, doctor. Can you hear me okay? Welcome. No, doctor, I'm sorry, but I can't hear you. There's no sound. I'm sorry, something's wrong with the audio.
Okay, I figured it out. I had the audio on mute.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. The audio's good. Okay.
Yeah, real professional operation you got going on here, bub.
Okay, I apologize. All right, everyone, I'm honored to introduce Dr. Jeb Moore. His rather impressive credentials include a PhD of theology and a certificate of air conditioning repair, both of which he received from the prestigious Jethro Online University.
Correct.
Dr. Moore, as I understand it, your knowledge of theology has been very important in your work as an air conditioning technician. Now, I always thought that theology didn't have such a practical application.
Exactly. And most people don't realize how much theology explains. For instance, theology solves a lot of problems in chemistry.
Chemistry?
Oh, yes. A big problem in air conditioning repair is condensation. Now, let me ask you, where does wetness come from?
Where does wetness come from?
What creates wetness?
What creates wetness? Liquids?
Liquids, like, for example, water.
Yeah, water's a liquid.
No, precious. I'm afraid you're still thinking like a naturalist. You see, I knew you were going to say water, so I drew this up ahead of time. This is a water molecule. This ain't Mickey Mouse, you understand? This is 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. It is water at its most basic, smallest, purest form. And it is not wet, and it will not make anything wet.
Huh.
So I ask you once again, what creates wetness?
Lots of water molecules.
But even a billion water molecules can't make 1 drop of water. But if a whole glass of water molecules can, then at what point is wetness mysteriously generated?
Okay, I give up. Where does wetness come from?
You give up so easily because you're not thinking like a theist, son. As I've shown, even though water is wet, wetness doesn't come from water, scientifically speaking, and wetness cannot create itself. That's illogical. So the only other place wetness can come from is superwater. which is beyond wetness.
Ah.
Not just a hat rack.
So no, oh, put your headphones back on. What's he doing? What are you doing? Doctor, can you hear? Oh, shit. I... Doctor, what are you doing?
What was that?
What are you doing?
I know how you naturalists like evidence, so I just poured super water all over myself.
You look perfectly dry.
You got a listening problem, boy?
No?
I just told you super water is beyond wetness.
Oh, sorry.
You're just naive. It's okay. Lots of people are. We're just now beginning to explore this new field of science, which I call chemical theology.
Okay, but how does this knowledge of superwater help you with air conditioning condensation? Doctor, I can't hear what you're saying. You're breaking up.
Can't hear. Oh,
What, doctor?
cut now.
Doctor, I'm sorry. I can't understand what you're saying. You're breaking up. Dr. Moore? Dr. Moore? Dr. Moore, it's also my understanding that you've applied your theology to economics as well. Economics?
What was that? Economics?
Yeah.
Yes, economics.
You've mentioned that your theological theories will revolutionize economics and help pull us out of the recession, right?
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you mentioned that of your own volition. We've been operating under a sort of pseudo-philosophy, which states that it takes money to make money.
Actually, I do some work in real estate, and I often have to spend money on the properties that, produce my income.
No. Money can't create itself. Okay, that's basic logic. So if money can't come from money, then the only other place it could possibly come from is super money, which is beyond money.
Super money?
That's correct.
No, hang on. Listen, don't put me on hold again, okay? I got the bill right in front of me. I'm looking at it right now. I paid this one. Check number. No, I didn't use a check. I used super money, which is better than money. It creates money. It's where all money comes from. Not only should it have paid this bill, but it should have paid all my future bills as well. What? Super money, I said. SUPERMONEY. Yeah. What do you mean there's no such thing? Of course there is. No, I didn't just make that up. I get it. You're one of them skeptics, huh? Yeah, you need to start thinking a little more like a theist. Turn my electricity back on and mark my bill as paid, okay? Have a little faith, will you?